Hi, I call myself Bo Konstantinsen, and I'm excited to share with you a great insight which will help you open your ears. Perhaps a better name for this course would have been Learn to Hear the Mistunings of Equal Temperament. So I'd like to clarify that the intention of this endeavor is to bring an homage to our culture and our music by understanding it better.
We're gonna answer important questions like what, where, how, which, when, and why we hear what we hear. The concepts of consonance and dissonance are probably one of the most debated ideas in the history of music theory and acoustics. Scholars and scientists in all related fields have proposed a number of theories to account for consonance, but most of them are highly problematic. The approach of this course is no exception. For comparison, we're gonna study how certain harmonic tones are approximated in 3 different equal temperaments. The ones chosen for this presentation have been carefully selected. This aspect is crucial to understanding the belief, held by some, that artificial temperament can't properly represent, from an acoustic standpoint, the total resonance given by natural harmonics. To make the differences noticeable, let's have a preview of that. This is the part of the sound that makes it seem unsettled. If you don't hear any difference, it's okay. By the end of this course, you will. Just as white light contains all colors of light, so what we commonly think as one sound is actually a complex entity containing many simple sounds. And just as we can split white light into its color components with the help of a glass prism, so can a complex sound be split into its simple components with the help of modern technology. The cello has almost the same intensity of the first and second harmonics. This is the first harmonic, or the fundamental of the series. Second harmonic. Third. The key to this diagram is to differentiate between tuning and timbre. Tuning is the process of selecting tonal content from a pitch field structured by the harmonics of timbre. Resonance plays a major role on instruments that allow it. Notice how slow the tremor is for 12 equal. This effect, considered by some enjoyable, again the harmonic version, and the 12 ET approximation of it. With time and practice, the ear will be able to discern more and more the minute differences in roughness, even when they are hidden behind deviated timbres. Among the first experiments performed for visualizing sound was attaching a needle to a tuning fork. One will cycle faster than the other. This special scenario generates matches and mismatches of amplitude along the timeline. But if the misaligned harmonics are very low in amplitude or not present at all, assuming a low sensitivity to small differences in pitch, the ear can be tricked into not recognizing the mistunings of equal temperament. More precise, there is still an open debate regarding how significant are the sensations of sonic tremor, wobbling, instability, and harshness in the perception of consonance and dissonance. Thus, we have the same sonic distance in 2 different pitch heights. Now, if we play these tones simultaneously, In the next animation, you will hear two study tones played simultaneously. One that sounds with a constant frequency, while the other rises smoothly in pitch by starting at the same frequency as the first, continues to rise in order to generate a multitude of sonic distances. The higher the peaks, the more dissonant the combination is perceived. Where the valleys of the graphic are close to or touch the baseline, there is very little or no roughness at all. Keep in mind that the purpose of my presentation is not to differentiate between consonant and dissonant tones of the scale, but to compare how mistunings, or being off tune, even if by just a small amount, affects the tonal ethos of the scale. The roughness ranges do not exist only between two neighboring tick marks. Rather, they should be thought as being able to shift in order to match the frequency we need to study or measure. And roughness is present only when the frequencies of the two tones are less than a specific range apart. As with the rest of this course, I will avoid the more complicated textbook nomenclature, because those who haven't heard these names before will feel burdened by the terminology. When waves of sound travel through our complex hearing organ, they reach the lung membrane and propagate through it, making it vibrate at those specific places where its physical properties allow it to resonate with those frequencies. The excitation pattern on the lung membrane gives birth to the interference we call beating. Although this theory sounds about right, my personal experience is that a beating of, say, 10 cycles per second is similarly annoying no matter how high or low the overall pitch might be. A jarring, intermittent tone is for the nerves of hearing what a flickering light is to the nerves of sight, and scratching to the nerves of touch.